Hey, what's up guys, it's 2K. This is why they call me KaijuKong. You should want separation. Not to have your fun undisturbed, but to have your progress unhindered. Guys, when you separate yourself, you should separate with a purpose. You should separate to improve yourself, to develop yourself, not separate to have fun. Look at kaijus like King Kong, Godzilla. King Kong went to Skull Island. Godzilla went to God knows where in the depths of the sea. But when they're there, they're developing. They go through a process of metamorphosis. When you separate, you make sure you separate yourself in tough conditions to build up your muscles, to build up your strength, your discipline, your fortitude. Don't separate yourself in a nice cozy couch with a bucket of popcorn and a bucket of chicken nuggets on the side. If King Kong separated himself to somewhere easy, when the people would have gone to Skull Island, they would have seen a baby gorilla go instead of one big massive muscle. Godzilla is the same. If he did not develop when he was in the depths of the oceans, he would have come out of the oceans, of course maybe with lighting and all that, but he would have come out of the oceans and go Quote of the day: a knight in shining armor is a man who has never had his mettle truly tested. In summary, leave looking pretty to the women. It's not your job to be the one looking pretty. Your job is to look tough, to look intimidating. Guys, you have to live life to the fullest. And as a result of living life to the fullest, you do get scarred, you do get wounded, you do have battle scars. Look at this scar here on my eyebrow, almost left me blind. I got that and I broke my wrist before the age of 7. Actually broke my wrist again a couple months ago. Got this shit. So here we are in literally green hell, surrounded 360 degrees by trees that have thorns on them. You can see, already cut up really badly. Almost everywhere, trying to get to this during the quarantine when people are supposed to be staying home. Guys, you can put moisturizer, you can take care of your body, your face, your hands and all that shit, all those products, you can do that. But the focus should be is look tough, be manly. Because imagine if a group of guys come up to you and your girlfriend and start picking on you, start looking your girlfriend up and down. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fight them, or are you gonna say, oh shit, you know, my kicks are gonna get ruined, oh shit, you know, fuck. Guys, you're supposed to look intimidating. You're supposed to be ready to go into action at a moment's notice. Whenever you're on the path towards your goals, you're gonna go through phases that are uncomfortable, phases where you feel kind of awkward. But if you have hope and motivate yourself to just push through those times, the light at the end of the tunnel will start to get bigger, and you'll break through that phase, and you will achieve the goal that you wanted to achieve. So don't lose hope, guys. Quote of the day: nobody is superior, nobody is inferior, but nobody is equal either. People are simply unique, incomparable. You are you, and I am I. Guys, in summary, you can look up to other people as role models, as inspiration, as a way of moving forward in life, but do not be a photocopy of them. In the end, you are uniquely you. You have a unique mix of talents, temperaments. Your personality is different, and the way that you use your personality, your natural tendencies in life, together with those talents and gifts that you have, you can offer your own unique take, your own unique gift to the world. I cannot offer the same gift that you can truly give to the world, and neither can you give the gift that I offer that I offer to the world. So find that gift, be the best version of yourself, improve yourself every single day, find out what you are made to bring to the world, and work to give it. And if you give to the world wholly, the world will sustain you.
Treat life, your life, like the video game. It's the best and the most interesting video game. There are no limitations. Unlike the video game, you can do this. Unlike a video game, you can do that. Unlike a video game, you can do this. You can pick up whatever you want. You can talk to whoever. You can kick whoever you want, but don't kick anyone. With this mentality, you can grab life by the balls. There's less to lose. You just go after your goals. And the thing that I find ridiculous, in games they're like Truck Simulator or Burger Tycoon or Hotel Simulator. Why play those simulators? Okay, you can dip your toes and get an idea of how it is, but Why play Truck Simulator or Car Mechanic Simulator when you can actually do the very same thing in real life and actually earn real cash? And not just cash that when you bash your computer with a hammer and it all gets destroyed, you're gonna lose it. Invest in the real world, guys. Video games are just a fantasy. If you invest in your real self as the protagonist in the game, you're gonna get much farther, and there's not gonna be any need for an escape. We need time and maturation to work on ourselves in order to become that high value product, which is wine. It takes time. But when you look at it this way, masculinity, what is masculinity? Traits of masculinity are control, dominance, assertiveness, right? Strength, courage, but especially control. The curse is, in terms of marketplace value, is that it takes time, it takes effort on your part to build your marketplace value. You're not really born with it. You have to work on it. The blessing is that you get to control your marketplace value. It is ultimately up to you to decide whether or not you want to increase or decrease your value. It's up to you. You have the control, you have the reins. Only, guys, through risking what 90% of people do not risk, do you ever stand the chance of gaining what only 1% of the population will ever achieve. So don't be afraid of people calling you insane or different or crazy, because it is only the people who are crazy, people who are insane, who do get those insane results. By any means necessary. BAMN. BAM! When you want that job, you get that job, bam! By any means necessary. Consider it done. When you see a cute girl walking down, you don't just let her go. If you want to get her number, you get her number, bam! By any means necessary. Consider it done. When you want freedom, you work towards your freedom, bam! By any means necessary. Consider it done. Do or die. By any means necessary. And that is the mentality, the TRAP mentality. Now, TRAP is actually an acronym. I heard it from somewhere, but I want to apply it for us Sigma males. TRAP stands for trying to reach all pinnacles. Trying to reach all peaks. Reach all peaks in your life, physically, emotionally, mentally, socially, spiritually. Build upon all those things. Try to maximize the levels of all of those aspects. Try to work out as much as you can. Train, eat well, sleep well, recover well, study more, read more books, understand the industries that you're getting in, understand the things that you're interested in. Emotionally, know how to socialize with people, understand yourself, calm the waters, calm your mind, take care of your depression if you have it, take care of your anger issues if you have it, manifest it properly, and socially have the guts to go out and be more comfortable in situations, know how to blend into different hierarchies, know how to mesh with different hierarchies. And an interesting thing about plants is that it requires both light and day. So if you think about it, metaphorically, you need both positive and negative experiences. You need to go through the highs, and you also need to go through the lows. The highs make you grow, the lows make you grow. And in fact, when you go through darkness, plants grow more in darkness. So when you go through hard times, you actually have the potential to grow more. Take advantage of that, guys. That's a fact. Sometimes you just have to test yourself. You just have to put yourself out there. Oftentimes, even in my own experience, when I put myself through hard times, you tend to realize that you surprise yourself. You realize that you were stronger than you believed. The arrow is not just going to launch forward itself. You got to pull back the string. So sometimes when you're going through the grind, use the negative energy, even if it's negative, but sometimes you got to see it as you're being pulled backward for your later forward success. As you can see, guys, look, you see, before you pull back, and then see how powerful that is? The more negative energy that you use and that you cherish and that you hold in and use properly, the more powerful your forward motion will become. The way I see it, pressure can be broken down into two things. Pre-sure. Before you are sure, that's when you feel pressure. Pressure comes when you are not sure of yourself. How can you be sure of yourself if you've never tried it before? How can you be sure of yourself if you've never gone forth and broken through those comfort zones? Of course you're going to feel pressure talking to the girl if you've never talked to girls before. But if you talk to 20, 30 girls prior to this one girl, you're not going to feel so much pressure because you are already a little bit sure of yourself. Just like when you join a competition, when you run a marathon, the more pressure you feel, the less you train, because you feel pressure because you're not sure of yourself. So make yourself sure as possible. As long as you know you've done the work, you are always going to be confident. And that is where quiet confidence comes in. It's a pulse. It's a constant thumping in your heart, a bass that goes out into the world. Boom, 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 boom. And nobody's going to faze you. No matter what the world throws at you, you're always going to keep your head held high. That is quiet confidence. When you know that you've conquered yourself, when you know that you've conquered your inner demons, you're dominant internally. I keep telling myself that when I was a sperm, I did not race so fast in my life, probably the fastest I will run, or as fast as I will ever swim in my life. I did not swim so fast to the egg, to fertilize that egg in order to live a mediocre life. I did not swim as fast as I could as a sperm to become a slave and imprisoned in my life. I swam as fast as I could, separating myself from the pack. Kind of like a sigma does, don't you see? All the sperms, they swim together like in a certain pyramid, but you are the lone wolf swimming ahead of the pack. To fertilize that egg, to instill change in this world, to instill impact in this world, to benefit the human population. Don't forget that. You are made for a purpose. You are manifested in the physical world for a purpose, guys. If you feel discomfort and you refuse to get comfortable in mediocrity, then that is the seed of change. Remember, whatever lofty goal someone has attained started out first in his mind, and then he manifested that into tangible reality. And in his early days, he was nothing. People thought that he was pretending. People thought that he was fake. He lost friends along the way. Friends doubted him. His family even doubted him. But don't listen to the naysayers. This is the reason why I left mentally and emotionally the hierarchy, because I thought that the hierarchy that I belonged in a long time ago were full of crabs. Crabs being that they are like in a bucket trying to pull down whatever or whoever tried running away from the bucket. They all wanted to be in the same shitty situation. Don't be in that bucket. Climb out as fast as you can without anyone pulling you down. You have to either change to improve or change the environment that you're in altogether. And when it is dark at night and you look up at the sky, it is not all darkness. You see little flickers of light. These are the stars, these are the planets. And the thing is, these planets, they are isolated. They are in solitude. But they know that they are planets. They know that they are stars. They do not identify themselves with what is majority, with what they see surrounding them, which is space, which is darkness. They know that they are planets. They know that they are stars. They do not associate themselves with what they see around them. And many of you, you are in the same spot. Whatever is majority around you does not mean that that is you. When everyone else or when everything around you is darkness, refuse to be the darkness. Instead, be the light. A planet is not the source of light itself. It is a reflector of the light. It is a reflector of a source of energy. Therefore, if those same stars and planets refuse to give off and refuse to reflect the light from the source, it is doing a disservice to both everyone else in the universe, and it is also doing a disservice to itself in terms of its purpose. So my main message in saying this is that some of you going through suffering and going through dark times, you may not see the fruits or the benefits firsthand, or you may not see it affecting you directly. But what you do not know is that what you're going through and the actions that you take and just being yourself, just enduring, you are actually giving light and you are acting as a guide to other people around you. And whether they thank you for it or not, that is beside the point. You are still acting as that guide in the dark. As that guide that leads them the way, that inspires them when they are feeling down. So consider that next time you think of giving up. Consider that next time you think that the road is too tough and that you're not giving anyone, or you're not a benefit, or you're not needed in the world. Because you are. Don't let anyone else tell you who you are. You define you. Period. Even if physically in manifested form, you are not where your dreams want you to be and where you tell yourself you want to become. Don't even let the inner bitch voice tell you who you are and who you are not. Become who you want to be. Develop yourself, evolve, break through that cocoon. Because when a caterpillar becomes a butterfly and it enters that cocoon phase, it is in darkness. It feels constricted. So don't identify yourself with the darkness that you are currently in. Don't identify yourself with the cocoon. Don't identify yourself with being stuck. Don't identify yourself with what other people tell you you are and who you are not. Break free from all that. Break free from all the chains. Break free from that cocoon, and then you can become a butterfly. The true manifestation of who you were supposed to be.